welcome. Blow the whistle. Headlines. First off, Eddie, the Pacers win again. I say this to you. There's a loss for me in this too. It's going to cost me a bunch of money in a couple ways. But for you have to wear a woman's thong.
Correct.
For a week on the show. What's up?
With the thong or the game? Or with the series?
Just your general thoughts.
I mean, it's stupid, dude. Like, I don't understand how Oklahoma City all of a sudden is just taking a dump on this series.
They were up again. Mm-hmm. I think 5 or 6. It wasn't like a crazy, but at 5 or 6. It
was back and forth. It was a rocky match.
It was
until the end
in Indiana too.
Yeah, man. And I guess like, are they doubling? They're doubling Shea or something because he's pretty like. I say he's not relevant during the game, but he scores like 25 points. It just seems like he's really something is stopping him from being SGA.
Oh, you tell me.
Series.
You watched the game.
I think they're doubling him. I mean, really, because every time he gets the ball, there's get double coverage, sometimes triple, and he's got to just throw the ball up in the air and hope he gets fouled.
If they're triple covering him, there's like multiple people open. I push back on that a little bit.
As a coach, I understand that.
Yeah.
But he's trying to drive into 3 people in the lane, and then he just throws it up and hopes and they're not calling these fouls. And for good reason. It's not like they're not calling it just to let the game go. Like, they replay it, and sure enough, there's no foul contact. But I don't know, dude. It's not looking good for me, and the thong is getting ready to be put on my body.
From NBA.com, in front of their home crowd, the Pacers made it clear that Game 3 of the NBA Finals would not be another blowout like the Thunder laid on them in Game 2. For the first time in the series, the Pacers went into halftime with a lead. The Thunder put a quick end to that early in the third, but the contest stayed close until the Pacers were able to put the contest to bed with a 116-107 win.
Yeah, they just took off at the end.
Game 4, at least Game 4 is... Mike, when's this going up?
Tomorrow.
So it's going up Friday?
Yeah.
So Game 4's tonight. So at least the game's quick.
Yeah.
What sucked was we had to wait till Sunday for Game 2.
But you know what's crazy though too? Like, even just in general, the playoffs is so long that even my family has gotten fatigued from basketball. That I'm like, guys, it's time for the game to start, and everyone's like, oh, it's finals. Yeah, I forgot. We've been watching playoff basketball for 2 months now.
Yeah, and they stretch it out for like 3 days for the finals too.
This is too long.
Yeah, the finals are especially long, but the playoffs though are the regular season to me. Like I keep up. I keep up and I watch NBA Sunday Ticket, which I have, and I keep it on, and Eddie and I'll be working out, and I'm like, yeah, can you believe the Wolves are 6 games up? And he's like, how do you know that? I'm like, not because I watch every game, because I literally just keep it up when I'm doing anything. Since I pay for what's
the ticket? What's it called? It's
NBA
not
League
ticket.
Pass.
League Pass.
It's always called the Sunday Ticket. Doesn't matter. MLB Sunday Ticket, NBA
Hockey Sunday Ticket.
I don't have that.
Oh.
I do have WNBA though.
Is hockey going through like, are they doing the Stanley Cup right
They
now?
are.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Edmonton and Florida.
I keep seeing them on TV. I'm like, oh, they keep playing the same game over and over.
Yeah, I don't know enough about hockey though, but I know that Edmonton did not win last year, right?
No, Florida did.
Florida did.
Yep.
And so Edmonton like touched the trophy after they won. I just hear stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to like jump into hockey because I don't know anything about it. The United States men's national team soccer drops their 4th straight. Bad luck going to the World Cup.
Oh boy.
I'll say this. First of all, we played a terrible team. Switzerland's terrible. I know nothing generally about soccer, the game, but I do keep up because we're going into the World Cup, and since we're the host, we get to be in it. Otherwise, we ain't get to be in it.
Oh, so we can be terrible and still be in it.
You're the host?
Thank God.
Welcome to our house. Okay. I'm also going to play. That's it. And so the World Cup is North America. So there'll be Canada, us, and Mexico. But they played against Switzerland. Switzerland sucks, but they beat us 4-0. But we didn't have our A guys.
Who are they?
Okay.
Like, some of our best players didn't play, but Switzerland also sucks, and we should have beat them. Switzerland has like 1 week a year where they can play soccer outside.
Because it's so cold?
Yes.
Well, I feel like they've been pretty good in years past.
It's the first time in 18 years that our team has lost 4 in a row.
Yeesh.
Wow.
But the coach, and they always blame the coach. That was fire our coach.
Well, the last one, didn't he have like allegations or something?
Yeah, but then he came back. And just the word allegations, yeah.
Soccer coaches get fired quick all over the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's up. Our best athletes don't play soccer.
No.
We're never going to
Correct.
dominate soccer because if you're a star athlete, for the most part, in our country, you gravitate toward basketball or football, mostly those two. Baseball, a little bit. That sport is losing ground quick. Although I did see that MLB bought into John Boy.
Yeah, I saw that too. Actually.
Good for him.
Yeah, we had him on.
Yeah.
Last year.
And what was funny was we were in New York and he was watching us do our live podcast, and I saw John Boy, and I was like, John Boy's watching us do our show, and it turns out like his sister was like a big fan of the Bobby Bone Show.
That's cool.
And so he came on and with us, and I watch his videos all the time because my favorite thing he does is when he reads the lips, and he's like,
the breakdowns.
yeah,
Good.
the manager says, "Screw you, put that in your butt." And the umpire says, but MLB is wanting to get a younger audience, so they bought into John Boy, which is awesome. Like, I don't even know that was the goal. That's so cool. I don't think he ever starts it and goes, I hope Major League Baseball buys into it. That's like out of the realm of possibility.
No way.
But yeah, congratulations. It's super cool. The enhanced games are coming up.
Oh, this is the steroid games?
We've talked about this a couple times where there are no rules as far as doping. Dope away.
Oh, my God.
Not their slogan. Should be.
Dope away.
Dope away.
Way.
The World Anti-Doping Agency is hoping legal minds will step in and shut down the enhanced games. The global watchdog has reached out to authorities in hopes they can find a bit of legal maneuvering to help the chemically and hormonally enhanced athletic competition from happening in Las Vegas next year. The enhanced games have been set for next May, and $1 million bonuses have been promised to athletes who take down world records and times in the competition.
Do we know what games we're playing?
I would assume they're the big ones because that's what we'll care about.
Athletics, aquatics, and strength.
So I would assume that there are track events, like running the 100 meters.
I did see a picture of that swimmer. I can't remember his name, but he's like super jacked now.
Ryan
Lochte.
Is that who it is?
I saw him in the news. So
I think him and his wife got divorced. His wife.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I don't think it was about. That's why it came to my mind because him and his wife were getting
I
divorced.
swear I saw him in a news article.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is I don't know what legal maneuvers they're going to find unless it's back in the day. You couldn't have UFC fights in certain states. Different states would say you can't have this here. We do not allow it. Now UFC it's a real sport. MMA is a real sport.
Oh, yeah.
So to take these drugs, not illegal, just to take them. If it were, they would not be able to have these events. So they're going to have to find, in my opinion, some sort of legislation that says you're not able to take these drugs and just generally that's stated inside. And they're going to have to find some little loophole in order, because it's not illegal to take this stuff.
Which is crazy.
If they're not like buying it on the black market.
Yeah.
And I think they probably have covered their tracks and all this. Like I could go and buy a male hormone. Or
here in the United States?
Oh, I've injured myself and had to shoot myself up in my stomach before with HGH.
HGH.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so you can't use that in baseball. And the reason a guy like Barry Bonds, who is the most notorious performance enhancing drug user ever, I don't know that he was ever proven, but Balco came out allegedly.
Yeah.
The most well known.
Yeah, I just like to say, hey, I'm allegedly here today.
Just in case.
Allegedly.
Is that in the sport you weren't allowed to do it? And so they would test in the sport. But if I were to do it, I'm not in the sport, I can take HGH.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal about that. I can take literal testosterone.
Yeah.
I don't, because at some point I want to have a kid, and doctors are like, hey, don't do that. If you haven't had kids yet and you're taking testosterone, that's going to screw you up big time. So they're going to have to find something that is happening that is illegal, because they can't just shut them down because they don't like it. And I would think that the enhanced games have lawyers that have been on this and have been looking up everything they could possibly use against them to shut them down. Why this is interesting is it's going to make the world records, even though we know they've been doping to get stronger, to get faster, it's going to make the world records not look as cool.
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
let's say I have the world record on the 100 meter for about 8 seconds, and I'm the world's fastest man, and somebody dopes and does it in 7.3. Okay, he cheated, asterisk, but he's now the world's fastest man.
So what if we don't put them in the record books?
Well,
Like,
you won't, but
it's just entertainment.
But it's like a jury going, hey, strike that from your memories, jury.
Yeah.
You think it's struck from the jury's memories? No.
Yeah, I never understood that.
They just can't write it down. They can never refer to it when they're talking with other jurors.
And it can't go towards their decision when they're in the jury
Yeah,
room.
but it's in your head.
Yeah, it's like the Barry Bonds
But you
thing.
can't use it as proof.
You can't talk when you're talking about it with everybody else. You can keep it in your head all day. They can't remove that. But you can't, while you're deliberating, bring up, remember this? You can't do that. That's struck from being able. Now, if you all secretly wink and like, hey, remember that evidence? Then great, but that's tough.
Okay.
But that's what that rule is mostly. It's not, don't think about it ever again. It's you can't use it whenever you guys are together and you're deliberating on the verdict.
Okay.
I really was not interested at all in the enhanced games, but now that they're trying to be shut down, I'm kind of interested.
Well, you can apply. I mean, it says, are you interested in competing? Like, I'd be down.
Nope. You need to really enhance yourself, though.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of work to do, man.
It's 2026. I mean,
we need to get some HGH right now.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
The NCAA is fixing glaring problems with basketball officiating and game delays. So this is from John Fanta on Twitter. There'll be fewer delays when you're enjoying college basketball next season. The NCAA has made a change that we can agree by making it so officials can't conduct video review on out-of-bounds calls unless it's through a coach's challenge. Officials can still use replay in cases of timing, scoring errors, shot clock violations, 2-point versus 3-point attempts, and flagrants. But college coaches will get a challenge, but their team must have a timeout to use it. If the challenge ends up being successful, that timeout will also get a It's just they can't themselves go, line, let's check.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. It's not going to change the game much, but it is a step in a direction to make games go by a little faster. What's going to be weird is in college football, they're not stopping the clock this year. First downs. Didn't they change that rule to make the games go by faster? Like if there's a first down in college football, they used to stop the clock. I'm 99% sure they're not stopping the clock this year.
Was it like a stop the clock to move the chains?
Yes.
Yeah, and then now it's just going to run?
Because in the NFL, it's always weird to watch it come back because they don't stop the clock and you're like, come on.
Yeah. I think it's the same as the NFL, right? Under 2 minutes in each half? Is it?
You could tell me. All I remember is they ain't stopping the clock. And they would stop the clock all game long on any first down to move the change. And I believe this year. But the NFL, they don't stop the clock within 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's
kind of a dumb thing to say.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I say dumb stuff all the time.
Guys, I'm going to leave.
Yeah. Okay, those were the headlines that I wanted to get to. Next, semi-headline. Eddie, how's the basketball team doing?
Not as good as I thought we'd be.
You thought you had a bunch of ringers and you were going to win all the games.
We were supposed to be so good, but we're not. And this last week, because every game's a doubleheader. Every week, we got 2 games. And this week, our star player was at the Smoky Mountains with his family, vacationing. So we were out, our star player. I'd say my son's probably the second best player, but his handles aren't great. So it was just tough, dude.
What's your record?
We are 1-3.
You thought you guys were going to be good.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were going to be unstoppable.
But you've learned now that you can blitz when guarding.
That didn't stop. But like if my problem with my boys is that they don't listen to me.
Well, they're also how old?
They're 6.
Yeah.
And I told them, if we want success here, you have to listen to the coaches. And once they touch the ball, it's like nothing else exists. Like nothing else in the world matters. Whatever, and whoever has the ball is not going to pass it to anyone. He's going straight for the hoop, even though there's no way to get to the hoop.
That's how it was when I helped you a couple of years ago with, what was he, 8?
Yeah, 8.
9? Yeah, they're
Maybe
the same
it's a
way.
coaching issue then, because it sounds like it's the same coach with the same issue.
A little bit.
I talked to another coach, and he said that most of the time, kids under the age of 10 or 11 don't retain anything. So sports-wise, it just doesn't click until like they're 10 years old. So you just have to roll with the punches. And
how come other teams then are clicking and beating you?
Some kids are just really good. Like,
but I thought you said you had ringers that were really good.
My big ringer though, he was vacationing.
All 3 losses?
No, the first loss though was the first game. We really didn't know what we were doing. Remember, I told you that they were pressing.
You got a bucket of excuses.
Well, we analyze. We analyze after the game, and we talk about like, what did we do wrong? What did we do well? But here's my question for you guys though. Father's Day coming up. Do we do practice?
You made them practice on Memorial Day weekend.
Well, it was weekend. It wasn't Memorial Day. Which
that's a Monday.
But we do practice on Sunday. So this is Father's Day.
I mean, I feel like it's your call. You're dad.
If you're going to make people go on Memorial Day weekend, I would think that if you want to practice, they won't be surprised. They may not come, but they won't be surprised because basically you had practice on Christmas.
Yeah.
For Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of something you don't do with kids because their families are possibly doing something on a holiday weekend.
I have had some dads kind of throw little, like subtle jabs at me or be like, they'll say stuff like, yeah, you know what? They're only 6 years old. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Because it's like, because like I'll talk about like, oh man, it's like we should have won that game. And then they'll be like, they're only 6. What the?
That's not really a jab. I feel
yes,
like
it is.
I feel like that's them saying they're only 6 years old.
Right. So it's okay to lose. I'm like, no, guys, we practice once a week.
Dude, if you won games, I would listen to you and be like, you know what? At least Eddie's winning because he's a terrible attitude with 6-year-olds. I'd be like, you know what? But at least he wins.
These are close games.
But you have a terrible attitude and you're a loser.
I thought you said you got killed by like 38 one game.
That was the first game.
That was the first
That was the first game. We didn't know the rules, guys, and I didn't know that the refs weren't going to be calling that rule where...
You're the excuse maker. I think you're the problem.
You think so?
Yeah.
You need a new coach?
Oh, no.
You know what I've learned, too, is that, like, I just hate losing, man. Like...
That's not really you, though. You don't mind losing.
I've never minded losing.
I know.
Ever. Playing games, it's all fun. But for some reason, losing these games as a coach, knowing all the work we put into it, it ruins my whole day. Like, we have games on Tuesday nights. Tuesdays are done. If we lost, like the doubleheader that we lost, I'm done. Like, I went home. I was in a bad mood. Everyone's getting in the shower, going to bed. Everyone. And my wife's like, me too? Like, no, not you. You're good. But I was just upset. And it went all the way to Wednesday. To even like Wednesday midday, I was still pissed that we lost those 2 games.
You're just 6 years old, man.
See, you're being like one of those dads, dude. I don't like that. I've never been like this, though. It's weird.
6 years old is probably the age where they're learning competitive spirit. They're learning no participation trophies, but also we're not going to put it all on winning. I think you got to be a leader in that department, and you're not.
Yeah, you might be the source of their trauma later in life.
But also, you're not
I'm getting that vibe a little bit.
If you were at least winning games, I would understand the bad attitude. Like, people understood Bill Belichick, terrible to deal with. He gets on the podium, he says nothing, but you respect him because he wins. Now, if you're a losing coach and you don't do that, you're gone. Mm-hmm. You're a losing coach and you have a bad attitude.
No, I'm not gone. There's no other dad's going to volunteer to do this.
Right. but I'm saying you don't have anything to lean on. Yeah. So either win or change what the purpose is.
How many more games do you have left?
Oh, we have 4 more doubleheaders. So 4 more weeks.
Predict your record. 8 games left.
I say we win 8 games left. I say we win 5 games.
So in the end, you'll be 6-6.
6-6, probably 500. And there's no end of the tournament winner. So it's just kind of like, it's summer, so it's all for fun. They say it's for fun, but what pisses me off are some of these other coaches. They're dirty, dude. They're dirty. And they play dirty.
Then meet them. If you're going to get fired up about it,
that's why I'm fired up.
Yeah.
But then meet them in the dirt, or don't get fired up about it because you're playing a level above with integrity and sportsmanship. You can't have both ways.
I know. Like one of the coaches the last game, my son's he's my assistant. He's in charge of the bench, right? So when the subs, they say sub, they sub every 5 minutes. He's in charge of the subs. Well, he screwed up and he sent 6 kids in, and we had 1 extra player. And the other coaches, I can hear them. They're right there, and they're just like, "Whoa, he's got 6 players in. Give him a tech." I'm like, then I hit him with they're 6 years old, dude.
Nice. See? Get in the dirt. Get in the dirt.
This is pissing me off.
I also saw you almost get kicked out of a game with a ref one time.
That's true. You were there.
I was there.
Good luck, man.
The refs do like me.
Maybe
though.
don't coach next year.
Dude, I told my wife I'm not coaching anymore.
Yeah, it only puts you in a bad mood.
Yeah, I don't feel the joy. You don't win and you don't enjoy it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the positive that's coming from this, other than, do your kids like it that you coach?
Yeah.
That's positive.
My son calls me a daddy coach.
That's a positive.
And I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Thank you, dude.
2 men broke into Macklemore's home and bear sprayed the nanny while the kids were asleep in their rooms.
Jeez.
Macklemore's Seattle residence was reportedly the scene of a recent home invasion during which 2 suspects looking to rob the Grammy winner bear sprayed his nanny while his 3 young children were asleep in their rooms. A police report shared with People by the Seattle Police Department said a woman later identified as the homeowner's nanny called 911 just before 1 a.m. on Saturday, June 7th, to report that 2 men had broken into the home. Quote, she escaped, but 3 children were still inside the house, the report said. The caller also added that the house belonged to a high-profile individual and that she believed the crime may have been politically motivated for some reason. If it's politically motivated, it's Israel-Palestine.
Oh, got it. I didn't know Macklemore was running for something.
He is not.
Okay.
Yeah. I would assume it's Israel-Palestine. Okay. He speaks out on that a lot.
Okay.
The Seattle Times reported that the address in the police report matched the voting record of Ben Haggerty, Macklemore's real name. The thrift shop singer, 41, and his wife are parents to daughters Sloan, Colette, and son Hugo. Oh, here we go. He's been vocal in his support for Palestine, both on his social media and on stage at his concerts. Man, they come in with, at least they came in with bear spray and not guns.
That's true.
Question.
But I don't want to do it at least. That sucks.
Your nanny leaves your kids.
Maybe sometimes they live at the house.
No, your nanny gets out to call 911.
Is that what it is? Am I Seeing that wrong? Okay.
No, you're not seeing it wrong.
I know she got hit with bear spray. That sucks. Don't get me wrong. But
she escaped.
And then she just took off and good luck, kids.
She escaped so she could call 911. You can't call 911 when you're in the house with the robbers.
Oh, the kids were home too?
Yeah.
It also says in a twist, she then said one of the men began helping her clean the spray out of her eyes.
Oh, well, that's nice. He has a
Felt
heart.
guilty.
Nice.
You know what? If I'm the judge, which one of you raise your hand? Who helped her clean the spray?
They
You?
both raise their hand. Yeah.
Okay. 1 year less.
I wonder why he decided to clean the spray. Was he like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Probably.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I would imagine if it's an old lady. I don't know how old she was, but I don't think she ran away just to get away. I think she ran away so she could call 911.
Okay.
Otherwise, she's just in the house with the kids, not calling 911, and no cops are coming until they're able to do whatever they want: rob, kill, rape. Who knows?
Yeah. Hire you a nanny who can.
No,
Fight.
that's called security.
Oh, okay.
An MMA fighter?
Yeah, that's called a bodyguard.
That'd be awesome.
Macy Barber?
Sounds like a movie.
Isn't that a movie with Hulk Hogan? Okay.
It's on this season of Righteous Gemstones.
What is?
If you watch it, you've seen it.
Okay.
I didn't spoil that.
Okay.
But
Love that show.
Baby Billy hires a nanny and she does like
Billy.
Tybo?
No, one of those out in the yard, but she's like ripped and she beats up people.
That's great.
That's it. U.S. Open. We'd probably shoot 150.
Oh,
Well,
100%.
Eddie would shoot 89 probably.
Probably.
Well,
when his
no,
arm
no.
gets better,
Yeah,
though. Good point.
yeah, that's true. But
Good point.
the broken
When
arm.
his arm's better.
Yeah.
Jerks.
That rough at Oakmont looks terrible.
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
And we're recording this on Thursday afternoon, so who knows how it all is coming apart.
The ball could barely roll into the rough, and then you just lose it.
Yeah, they cut it down a little bit, but yeah, it looked pretty difficult.
Did you see how the fairways are like so narrow too? Like, this is going to be awesome.
So the U.S. Open Field 2025, ranking the top 25 golfers playing at Oakmont. Who do you think comes in at number one?
Scheffler.
Correct. Number one, by far.
Sure.
Not even a close second. Number two,
Rory.
at number three.
Oh, okay. So
Who do you think's at two?
Number two, DeChambeau.
Yeah, good job. So it's Scheffler, DeChambeau, Rory. Let's see what you can do here in the top 10.
Well, this is where it gets rough.
Hey, no pun intended.
Hey. Okay. Let's go with
Any of them in the top 10, you get to keep going.
okay, top 10.
And you have three down.
Victor Hovland.
Victor Hovland comes in. No.
Oh shoot.
No, there's a lot of Europe, like Nordic dudes.
In the top 10?
Yeah, let me see where Hovland's at 17.
Oh dang, okay. I
So
missed it by 7.
strike one. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm good.
We didn't think you weren't, man.
I'm good. Let's see. Morikawa.
Yep. Morikawa's at number 8.
Matsuyama.
Matsuyama is at
Come on, stay on
number
that page.
10.
Yes! Just got there.
Just
Good job.
snuck in.
Just got there. Ludwig
Yep.
Adberg.
Aberg, yeah.
Whatever.
Aberg, yeah. At number 6. Good job.
It's a good attempt,
Come on,
yeah.
baby. Come on, baby. Think.
So you got 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
You have 6, Ludwig. 8, Morikawa. 10, Matsuyama.
Sepp Straka.
Sepp Straka at number 9.
Let's go, baby.
Dang, Eddie, come
Let's go,
on.
baby.
Yeah, Eddie's good at this.
Let's go.
Nice.
He gambles on golf a
I do.
lot.
That's
Every
true.
weekend.
That's true.
Every weekend.
But you're
God.
quitting soon, right?
I think. Gosh, I can't put Jordan up there, right? Jordan's not up there. Jordan's fallen a lot.
A little erratic.
Yeah, let me throw Jordan up there.
No.
Okay.
I don't even see him in the top 25.
Oh, I got you.
You mean Michael Jordan, right?
No. Jordan Spieth. Yeah. Patrick Cantlay.
Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, he's gotta be up there.
He's not. He's going to be at 15. Oh, shoot. Number 4 is John Rahm.
Forgot about him. Yep.
5 is Xander.
Xander Schauffele. Gosh.
6 is Ludwig. 7, Justin Thomas.
Yeah.
8 is Morikawa. 9 is Sepp Straka. 10 is Matsuyama.
Okay.
Who'd you bet on?
Scheffler. Scheffler every time.
Boring.
Do you not bet on Scotty because the odds are so bad?
But at the beginning of the tournament, the odds are great for everyone.
Kind of. I mean, yes, but still.
Like he's still like
he was like plus 220 or something, wasn't he?
I like 400.
Maybe I saw it into the round a little bit then.
But then what I like to do too is there's the initial bet, right, where you just pick randoms and it's like plus 100,000, right? Like just because anyone can win it. But then you start looking at it Saturday, and all those odds change. And then wherever Scheffler is, if Scheffler's in the top 10, maybe even sitting at 9th going into Sunday, dude, that's the bet right there.
Yeah. All right.
Do you bet on golf at all?
The Masters mostly, or if I have nothing to do on a weekend, going into Sunday only. I'll pick somebody, like you said, that's 4th or 5th place.
Yeah.
Unless Scheffler has a lead. I ain't touching. I'll parlay a Scheffler into something.
Okay.
Because Scotty doesn't lose if he's up.
If he's right there, he doesn't lose, really.
We're going to play fill in the blank next. I'll be like, the Dallas Cowboys are blank.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dak Prescott is blank.
Amazing.
SGA is blank.
Great.
Okay, we'll get to that.
There's a lot of good ones here.
Wow.
We'll get to that next. Reid just sent me a picture in the last 15 seconds of him on his honeymoon.
What is that?
He's painted.
Well, what kind of weird stuff are they doing?
His whole body's painted gray and white with a black handprint on him.
What the?
Okay.
And is he still honeymooning in St. Lucia? Is that where he was going?
What is this?
Yeah.
When are you done?
Doing this. Come home already.
We are talking about you now. Leave voice memo if possible. What the heck is that?
Just out of nowhere, just send you that.
Yeah, we'll wait for that. Well, no, I check in and go like, hey, how's everything going?
Oh, you do? Good.
Yeah. But I haven't in a while. But mostly I'm like, hey, how's the honeymoon going? And then he sent me a picture of them like having a dinner on the beach.
Oh, I saw that. That looked legit.
It's a video. And then he goes, I bet you I'll ask for A1.
I bet he did.
And I was like, yeah, I would have done that too. Okay, so here's the game I have. It's not really a game, but I want you to write your answer down so no one's affected by the other person. Okay. You will not be competing against each other. This is mostly an association game, okay?
Dang.
So I also haven't done it, but I'll do it as well. I will give you a fill in the blank. You just fill in the blank. And I don't want you to take too long. You get 5 to 7 seconds to think of your answer.
Okay.
The first one is Aaron Rodgers is blank. I just wonder what the general mindset of these people or teams are. Okay? So Aaron Rodgers is blank. It can be, and this is kind of an example, but for real, it could be anything from he's a great quarterback, was a great quarterback, a Super Bowl champion, whatever. Okay? I have mine. Kevin, Aaron Rodgers is?
Annoying.
Eddie, Aaron Rodgers is?
Douchey.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You guys both went the same way.
I almost went douchey.
I have Aaron Rodgers is annoying.
Nice.
That dude's totally ruined his reputation, right? Like forever.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. You've talked about it a few times. A couple of years ago, you would ask me, and I'm like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is cool. Like, he's amazing. And now it's run its course.
And I love being a contrarian. I mean, it's part of the reason I became such a Caitlin Clark fan is because everybody was like, she's going to suck in the WNBA. And I was like, consider me the biggest Caitlin Clark fan because she's not. And because the hate, I'm here for it. Well, now she's awesome, and it looks like I'm just part of the group, and that's okay. But I'm kind of starting to lean toward maybe being an Angel Reese guy.
Oh, no.
She's terrible. I'm kidding.
No.
She's terrible. Okay. Let's switch it up.
Okay.
SGA is blank. SGA plays for the Thunder. SGA is blank. I'm in.
In.
Kevin?
Unknown.
Eddie?
Amazing.
Canadian.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Nice. See, it's Canadian.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I played for the Canada team
Wow.
at the
Olympics?
Yeah, when Steph did his whole put the baby to sleep.
That's when we found out what everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Except unless you're Embiid, who played for America, and
Yeah, they didn't. They weren't very happy.
yeah.
Wherever he's from.
Yeah. Dak Prescott is blank.
Be nice.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Kevin?
Overpaid.
Oh, overpaid. Interesting.
Yes.
Eddie?
Okay. Got you guys.
I have Dak Prescott is fine.
Yeah. Same deal.
I didn't want to go overrated because I don't feel like he's overrated. The only thing I would say to overpaid is I don't feel like he's overpaid based on how quarterbacks are paid now. I completely understand what he provides versus the $60 million basically he's making a year. I get it. but that's just what fine quarterbacks with an upside. I still say Dak is at the upside of his career where he still can even get better. So I understand your sentiment, and I agree. $60 million for that productivity, but that's also a team thing too.
They got cash.
Yeah, but I'm fine. Yeah, he's fine.
It's okay.
Kind of Dak Prescott's unfairly judged
Why is that?
because he's not great, and everyone's comparing him against greatness because he's the Cowboys quarterback.
Yeah, and he's not terrible, but yeah, he's just okay, I guess. He's just fine.
He's fine. Okay, let's go to baseball. Shohei Ohtani is blank.
Oh, man.
This is what comes to mind first. I don't think this would be if I had to go say it in a court of law and it'd be my only assigned to my gravestone answer.
I was going the same direction, but I decided not to.
No.
Uh-oh.
What do you have, Kevin?
But I have a unicorn.
Yeah, that's good. And same, like my real answer would, this is not my real answer, would be something like generational. If I had to like say it and like be held accountable for it, I'd be like, Shohei Ohtani is generational. Eddie?
Huge. He's a big dude.
I don't think I know his specs.
I mean, I just see him around other people, and he's pretty big.
Google it up there. I'm not disagreeing at all. I don't know. I have Lucky.
Oh.
Because he found an interpreter that would take the blame for all the
Oh
gambling.
I
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
I love it. I was gonna say guilty.
Yeah. Like that's where my mind went. Like he's lucky that his interpreter gambled all those millions and Shohei had no idea. And I don't know if Shohei had any idea, but I know that baseball needed to protect their most valuable asset.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so all of that, where there's money, there's often corruption. I'm not even saying there's corruption. I'm just saying that's what came to my mind.
Interesting.
You have the specs for Shohei?
Yeah, 6'3", 210.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's a big old boy
Yep.
for baseball, especially. Man, that's a tight end.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Jaden Daniels is blank. Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for the Commanders. You have to have an answer pretty quickly, Eddie. Too much
I'm in.
thinking.
I know.
You know what they say, thinking kills the cat.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in.
I've never heard that saying.
He kills the cat.
Yeah. Kevin?
I've never used this word, and I hate that I did, but it popped
No,
in my
don't
head.
say that word. Don't say that word. You'll go.
Oh.
They'll cancel you.
Okay. Can I change it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. What is the new word?
Swaggy.
Okay, good.
Oh, swaggy.
Yeah. I was going to use a bad term.
Man, I've never heard anyone be
Wouldn't
called
do that.
swaggy.
Hmm.
Have you heard swaggy before?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I know someone's got swagger.
You got kids and never.
I thought you were going to say, I'll say it, Canadian.
Oh, no.
Is he Canadian?
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Kevin wasn't going to say a bad word.
No.
What do you say?
So what is it? Jaden Daniels?
Jane Daniels is.
A commander.
That's a stupid. That's
I
even
got-
worse than the terrible joke I made, like leading into.
I got nothing else to say about him. He's a commander.
What? You're a hater.
He's a commander.
That's like going, is a Homo sapien.
Yeah. Oh.
No, not a Homo. No, I should.
You're gonna say something else. I'm like, I would never say that.
No.
Well, it is what it is, dude. He's a commander. For now.
That's your stupid answer. That's not a real answer. Okay, I have Jaden Daniels as skinny.
Okay.
What's the difference? That's just a fact. He's skinny. He's a commander. It's a fact. I think both of our answers are pretty stupid, actually.
No, yours is really stupid because yours is so on the nose. Me, when I think of him as being probably a little skinnier than the average quarterback. You're literally just picking the team he was drafted to.
Sure. Hey, what is he? He's a commander.
You know what? You get. There's no right and wrong. So you're right. Okay. The Kansas City Chiefs are blank.
Does that have to be one word?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Kansas City Chiefs are. Dang, I don't know how to write this. Okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
Kevin?
Annoying.
Oh.
2 annoyings in one game.
I know. I try to think of
What a
another
hater.
word, but,
Damn.
you know,
Just because the Patriot. He's a Patriot fan,
Yes.
so it makes him hate the Chiefs.
yeah.
Dang. Eddie?
Done. Done.
Wow.
We're done with the Chiefs. That's that. All that crap. That's over.
You think they're done?
That's over. That little run they had. over.
But they didn't lose Andy Reid or Patrick Mahomes.
And they didn't win the Super Bowl.
No, but they went to the Super Bowl.
Going down. I was gonna try to say, like, go like losing from here on out, but I couldn't. Like, one word. That's tough.
Just do a bunch of hyphens. I said the Kansas City Chiefs are pissed.
That too. You know why?
No, because
it's over.
No, because they got embarrassed in the Super Bowl, and they're back.
Dang.
I got pissed. All right, the Dallas Cowboys are blank. I'm in.
Gosh, man, this one word's killing me.
I know, that's hard.
Eddie, don't say it. I know this.
No, you don't.
Don't say
The
it.
Dallas Cowboys are.
We just say, don't say the slur, even though we're not thinking slur. Eddie, don't say the slur.
I thought about it.
Hey, don't say the slur.
I'm in.
Stupid. Go ahead.
Kevin?
Not hyphen back.
No, he can't do that.
That's true. He did kind of cheat.
He can't do that.
But
Because I would do a lot of hyphens,
I know, but I gave you the idea.
Yeah.
but I wasn't going to do that.
The Dallas Cowboys are. I was trying to think of a way to say not back. That's tough. Not back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That done was the best I could do with the Chiefs.
Unback.
Irrelevant.
That is one word.
Irrelevant will be one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my word.
But that's not
But
No more
unback's,
hyphens.
but unback's not a word.
irrelevant. That's not true.
They can be irrelevant in the standings.
Yes.
In the playoff conversation.
Okay.
Not talking about the news and the content and all that.
Those are all
Yeah,
hyphens.
because they're even relevant even when they suck.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, but
Yes.
they're irrelevant. He's saying they're irrelevant.
On the field.
I'm a guessing. We're
We're just making up all kinds of stuff now.
Eddie.
Life.
Okay, for you.
Dallas Cowboys is life.
I have the Dallas Cowboys are mid.
I thought yours was irrelevant. What was yours? Didn't you have another one?
No, mine.
Wait, you went twice?
Mine was
His
irrelevant.
was irrelevant. He changed his to irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
I
more
have,
hyphens.
I have the Dallas Cowboys are mid. They're just in the middle.
They've been.
The Cowboys and Steelers are the same team, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This is our year, though.
Yeah, I'm out of those. Do you guys have any you want to throw at me?
Yes.
Do one. Go.
Arkansas football is
Got you.
one word. Oh, do we all play?
Yeah, but why are you coming at me though?
I know he's the one with the hyphens.
And also
Because it's hard when it's your
What did
team,
I
dude. It's
do?
hard to be like Arkansas football is.
okay. Well, don't
Great.
say anything. Don't say anything.
I'm in.
It doesn't have to also be a descriptor of the team because, like, some of mine weren't. Like Shohei Ohtani wasn't his skill set; it was lucky. It can be whatever you want it to be.
I'm in.
What do you have?
Sad. I'm sorry.
I don't argue, Kevin.
I have cool.
Okay.
They're
Middle
just-
school.
They're just cool. I don't know. Like I got.
What is
they're
yours
cool.
again?
Sad.
No. What is your question?
What do you mean? Oh. The Arkansas Razorbacks football team is.
Hopeless.
Dang.
Man,
It
that is
sucks.
sad. That one's sad together.
I'd cut off my pinky for a national championship.
You really would.
Yeah, I sure would. And I've given a lot of money, and I've given a lot of time, a lot of effort. So it hurts me to say, but we just don't have the leadership, the coaching. We have nothing.
You've been watching college football for a long time,
I'm 73 years old.
right? The college football.
I've never been as hopeless going into a season as this season.
Dang, that sucks.
And we've had some bad teams.
Has there ever been a team that has not been highlighted preseason, that has not been a promising football team, and then come out of nowhere and win the national championship?
In the history of national championships,
I mean, let's just go the last 30 years.
I can look that up. I mean, I don't think I have the answer.
Like top of your mind.
I mean, like TCU when they made it and they got stomped.
Georgia
Georgia
rummed them.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
win the natty.
But win the natty.
okay, let's just say, let me look.
Because like I feel like going into the season, and it could be anyone.
Yeah, but it's not because
it's
they'll
not.
do the breakdowns of 5-star athletes, and the teams with the most 5 stars almost always get the farthest and always win the most national championships
Yeah.
whenever you break it down.
Yeah, that's
It's not every single year the team with the most 5 stars wins it, but generally speaking, the teams with the best players, which are the 5-star, the best recruits, are the ones that end up being the best teams. Who was the most unlikely team in the last 25 years to win the college? Reid just sent me a message. Football.
We got one more name I want to do.
Okay. National championship based on preseason.
Oh my God. Oh, is this AI?
expectations. Yes.
I thought this was your Google search. And I'm like,
It is
oh my-
Google, but Google's AI.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of words.
Here we go. The most unlikely team to win the college football national championship in the last 25 years, based on preseason expectations, is almost certainly the 2010 Auburn Tigers. Preseason AP ranking number 22.
Okay.
National title odds 50-1. Previous record the year before 8-5. They had a new JUCO quarterback who had never started an FBS game, named Cam Newton. Auburn's defense was seen shaky going into the year. Gene Chizik was a questionable hire. Just 2 years earlier, he had been hired and he had a losing record at Iowa State. What happened? Cam Newton was awesome.
Yeah.
Auburn went 14-0, won the SEC, and beat Oregon. The other honorable mentions, the 2002 Ohio State, preseason ranked 13.
Still Power 5.
Oh yeah.
That was Auburn. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2014 Ohio State, 2019 LSU. Preseason number 6, but not a title favorite. That's Joe Burrow.
Yep.
yeah.
So it seems in the last 25 years, there's not been a team that wasn't ranked. And with Arkansas, there have been teams where I knew they were going to be bad. So I wasn't hopeless. I was able to just watch and enjoy the growth. But they've been preaching, we're getting better, we're 500, wait till next year, recruit. It's hopeless because we're just walk down the same road over and over again and told they're going to be different buildings. And it's not true. Yeah,
Sad.
stupid. Kevin, go.
Bill Belichick
Is
I'm in.
I'm in.
My answer's not the best, but it's what comes to mind.
I'm in.
What do you have?
Unaware.
Good one. Eddie?
Yeah, that's factual. Happy.
Oh.
Oh,
I think it's happy. I think it's very happy.
And mine is based on the same thing that you guys' words based on. Old.
What's yours?
Yeah,
So
because
it's
I don't
unaware and happy.
Factual?
I don't think we would feel he was old if he were just by himself. But because he has a 13-year-old girlfriend, he just is like an old man.
Yeah.
I don't think I would go Bill Belichick is old if he's just coaching North Carolina and we don't know anything about his dating life. He's just Bill Belichick. Yeah, of course he's older. He's old. Who cares? He's a football coach. He's getting it. But when he has a 24-year-old girlfriend, it's like, dude, you're old, man.
Yeah.
You're old, man. You old man.
Old man, old. I got another one. I got one more.
Go ahead.
Tiger Woods is.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my first instinct.
I'm ready.
I'm in.
Done.
Done.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Come on, hit me. Hit me with a triple.
bald.
Oh,
When I see him without a hat, I'm always like, oh, no.
Tiger, shave it off.
I know. It's like, oh, Tiger.
Give it up.
You're youthful forever. Stay youthful.
That's funny.
You got the money to get the surgery or whatever needed.
Or
to.
just shave it
Or
off.
Just shave it.
He probably has
I'm
a
with
good
you.
head.
I'm with you, man.
Here's a 47-second message from Reid,
Come on.
which we have not heard. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm on island time right now. What you see there in that picture is the Soufre mud baths. It was exquisite, but I almost did blackface. But I caught myself. But it's been fantastic. I leave Friday. I'm out here. You hear that ocean breeze, baby? You hear that? We just took some kayaks out there into the ocean. Almost got swept away because it's really windy. But it's been fantastic. I'm a married man, baby. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And catch you on the next one. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be super dark. I'm probably gonna be speaking a little Jamaican for you. It's gonna be fantastic. Love you guys. Mwah.
Yeah, man. Do you hear the waves in the back, dude? That is awesome. God.
AI. He said, he said he almost did blackface because they gave him black mud.
Right.
And he started putting it on his face. And he's like, I can't do this because if a picture gets taken, I'll be
Yeah, no, good
Can't
luck.
do
canceled.
that.
So he has it on his chest, but his face is gray. He had gray face.
Gray face. Okay, yeah. It's just old man face. So Jamaican, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I went to one of those same like resort that he's at a different island, and it was the same thing. A lot of Jamaicans.
But was it
But is it Jamaica?
No,
I think
it
he's
wasn't
in
in
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Oh, is he? Is that in Jamaica, St. Lucia?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was somewhere in Caribbean, where Jamaica is, but I didn't know this.
Oh, I didn't.
same
I just
country.
assumed if he's yelling the word Jamaica, he's in Jamaica.
I don't know.
How do you look up where he is?
Just Google St. Lucia.
Yeah, I know where he's.
Oh, it's St. Lucia. That's where.
That's where he said he was going.
So is that like the Virgin Islands then or something? Yeah,
It's in the Caribbean.
So it's not Jamaica.
It says Caribbean.
It's its own. It's a country. It's its own country.
Okay, so it's not Jamaica. Reid. It's not Jamaica.
But a lot of people that work there are Jamaican.
I can't even give him that. I think he thinks he's in Jamaica. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Reid thinks Reid thinks any island is Jamaica.
I believe that. I believe that.
I don't even see Okay, so what happens is, so here's Florida. Right below Florida is Cuba. Then to the right, if we're just trailing, it's the Dominican. Then it's the British Virgin Islands and the Virgin Islands. And then St. Lucia, Barbados is down below it before you get to South America. Jamaica is nowhere near this.
But it's in the area.
It's down there.
Dude, I don't see Jamaica.
Here, do a separate search for Jamaica and it'll pop up.
I see Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, Punta Cana, Puerto Rico, Trinidad and Tobago,
and then
Tobago.
Jamaica.
And I've been to some of these places. I don't remember which ones.
Let's see, Jamaica.
This is a 15-hour flight.
Yeah, dude. Right. So
is Jamaica on the other side?
Jamaica would just be.
Oh wait.
South of Cuba.
I see Bermuda.
Keep going down south of Cuba.
Oh, I see Jamaica.
There it is. It's pretty big.
Jamaica. And where is he?
St. Lucia.
Okay, they're not close.
No.
I mean, they're. Let me just see how far they are. Jamaica to St. Lucia. Here's information. There are no flights. No, I just need to know how far it is. The shortest flight time. Now you got to stop.
15 hours, yeah.
15-hour flight?
1,000 miles.
God, dude, that's far.
It says 1,000 miles?
Yeah, flight distance from Jamaica to St. Lucia is 1,000 miles.
What are two cities in America that are 1,000 miles apart? Okay. Atlanta and Chicago.
Pretty far. No, actually, not too bad.
Not as far as I thought.
But you wouldn't call me from Atlanta and be like, dude, the Cubs are here.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah, should we tell him that? Dude, you're not in Jamaica.
You're responding.
Dude, you're not in Jamaica. We just did the map search. You're 1,000 miles from Jamaica. You're in a whole different country. Like you can't. There's not even a plane that goes from Jamaica to St. Lucia. You have to go connect somewhere else. We thought you were all in Jamaica, and you're not.
So cut it out with a yaman.
Yeah, cut it out with a yaman.
I'm gonna start speaking Jamaican.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, and we can end this segment on this. I thought for a split second, I thought, hey, I'm gonna take the guys out of the country because we had something that we were gonna go do, an interview, and Eddie doesn't have a passport.
What?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I have my appointment in next month.
Okay, and then what happens?
And then I got to wait to get my passport.
Yeah, how long?
I mean,
A long time.
Yeah,
how long? How long?
You won't have your passport for 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What did we miss out on?
It's not that we missed out.
No, we missed out.
But I thought, well, we've never been out of the country. Eddie's never been out of the country. Kevin lived out of the country. But I thought, why don't we go? Because we can go and we can do an interview.
Oh, Ronaldo? Did we miss out on Ronaldo?
No, John Fogerty. Was it going to be in like Brussels?
You were not going to go to Brussels to go see John Fogerty.
Yeah.
We could wait for him to come to Nashville.
You can always wait for everything, but that would be a perfect reason for us to go.
Brussels is
Belgium.
Belgium? Wow, that's cool.
But it doesn't matter. We could have gone anywhere. We could have gone to Ireland for a golf trip. But you can't go anywhere because
we'll go. Relax.
I won't be in the mood. I won't be inspired then.
Oh, you were? You were not anymore?
Yeah, because it's summer.
I get it. I tried my best. My priority was the real ID. I jumped through hoops, got my real ID.
You didn't jump through hoops. You used Morgan. It didn't matter.
They do. Whoa.
It doesn't matter. You knew I had. It
Don't
doesn't
be telling
matter.
my secrets.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, I got one. Eddie is blank.
Oh, no.
Not leaving the country.
Not hyphen. Leaving hyphen. Or no, I shouldn't use that slur.
Whoa!
Everything's almost a slur. No, don't use that slur. Don't use the slur. Okay.
Dang.
I like the word association. That was fun.
That was
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we attacked the Cowboys a little too much, but other than that,
That's fine.
I felt like it was fun. Cowboys have their own Netflix documentary series.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's not going to be on the current Cowboys. which is
No,
different than what Max does.
Sure, it's the 90s.
This is the
Cowboys.
90s. Yeah, that's what you want when they won.
When we were great.
How you feel about that?
I cannot wait. I showed all my kids the trailer. We're all pumped as a family. It's awesome, dude. Except the part in the trailer where Jerry Jones is like, it's a soap opera, 24/7 or 360 days. Like, bro, like
At least he admits it.
you don't want your football team to be a soap opera.
I think he treats it like wrestling. I think he's Vince McMahon, and he's like the gambler.
I know. And then Herschel Walker's in it. I saw he's in the trailer too.
Nice.
I wonder what he's gonna say.
How excited are you about the show?
10. One through 10. I'm 10. Yes.
Is it one of those untold, or is it like a multiple?
I think it's its
episodes?
own. It's its
Okay.
own thing.
Okay. It's a 90s Cowboys or okay.
Yeah, because on the trailer, the picture, it shows like from the back, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, all those guys. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Dion's in the doc, in the trailer.
At one point, I started writing a series based on Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, like a Succession was loosely based on Fox News.
What the?
Your Siri. My computer reacted to you saying that too.
What did I say?
What did you?
You said series and thought you said Siri, like hey Siri.
Huh. Anyway, I started writing a collection of shows because Succession was based on Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, loosely, but the family dynamic. So I started writing that, and I stopped.
You just gave up on it?
I didn't give up. Other things happened,
Yeah.
but I think that's a pretty interesting show as well, like a fictional version of an owner who's it. Then the whole episode 1 starts with a female character finding out that her dad is the owner of the.
Hey, sounds familiar.
Yeah. And so it's her being like, "Oh my God, that's my dad," and her having to try to get in and meet him. But then you learn, and you can't. We didn't use real NFL stuff because you can't unless you have a license. But yeah,
Get back to it. That sounds
I
awesome.
don't know. It does sound awesome in thery, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Who would play Jerry?
I didn't cast it yet.
You.
Yeah,
With
no,
makeup.
no. I didn't cast that thing at all. All right, that's it. Anything you want to say, Kevin?
Yeah, actually I have a question for Eddie
Oh my.
as a dad. When do you stop cussing around your kids? Like how old were they?
That's
my
a good,
great
my
that's a
kids
good
turn
question.
already. They're gonna be a month old this weekend, which is nuts. And like I don't really cuss around them, but I still do, obviously. But when do you stop? Like when do they start picking that up?
Man, I feel like once they start making words, like not dada, not like moo moo me me, not like that. But when they start understanding words, it's over. It's over. And now, like my son's 17, and I caught myself the other day, like just saying like this is stupid, like, and he was just like, "Whoa, Dad, you've never said that." I'm like, didn't even realize I said it. And I'm starting to feel at 17, I can start talking normal again.
Yeah.
We made it a rule at 18 months. Our son just turned 4, and that seemed to be good, but man, they start picking it up quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like I feel like I need to stop right now.
No, you're good.
You
Okay.
probably should. I mean, just
One
out
of his kids
habit.
is crying the F word.
It's their first word they learn.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Eddie,
He goes to his first day at daycare and he's just like, F you.
thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Eddie, good luck on your
Thank you, dude.
everything. Like good.
We're pulling for you, dude.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, man.
I want the Thunder to win too because I have a very expensive dinner online and I have some bets. And Arkansas plays Saturday night, 6 p.m.
That's right.
And Arkansas and LSU play, and they're the best 2 teams in the entire College World Series, meaning based on seed. They're
Right.
3 and 6. They just randomly, they set the thing at 64, and so you just play who you fall in. So 3 and 6 are supposed to play, but it just so happens 3 and 6 are the best 2 teams that made it to the final 8.
Dang.
I'm not opposed to going if they go a few rounds in.
Are you telling us or giving us a warning, as in like pack your bags, boys?
I don't know.
Do we need a passport?
I don't.
No, stop it.
Dude, I'm serious.
There's nothing we can do about
I
you
know.
being serious. Unless you can expedite this
This
thing.
is a learning lesson because for years I've been trying to get you to get your passport.
It's honestly on my notes of to-do things from like 3 years ago.
I know. And my wife, because we're not really doing it, we're not doing anything like vacation-wise this summer, like going anywhere. And so we have something like our family's coming to town to go do, but we're not doing anything. And I've always wanted to go to Ireland to play golf. And she's like, you should just go and take the guys and do. And I was like, Eddie doesn't have a freaking passport.
What did she say to that? She's
Yeah.
like,
She goes,
"He
I
doesn't?"
believe her. No, her words were that tracks.
What does that mean? Let me think about that one for a minute.
Or, as I would say it, classic Eddie.
I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, we missed out on golf and a concert. Next year, though, dude. Next year we can do whatever
I
you
don't
want.
know that I'm.
Stop it with that.
One, I don't know that I'm going to want to do it next year. And two, who even knows if you guys will be working here?
We'll still be friends. Well, maybe when I'm not working here, we might not be friends.
Brandon, how the workout's going, by the way? Brandon has joined our workout group, Eddie and myself and Kevin Klug. How's the body?
It's sore. It's really, really sore. But I'm keeping at it. I'm always going to show up. I'm always going to work as hard as I possibly can.
Are you eating different?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to. I'm definitely trying to work to walk at night. Don't always get to do it.
Yeah, doing something in the off days will be the two things. One, eating is 80% of it.
Absolutely.
That's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to eat perfect. You don't even have to eat really good. You just gotta, if you want to see improvements, make small improvements.
Yeah.
Because I think we all get into these habits. And for me, it was like early morning or 1 a.m. when I'd wake up and it's like, well, I'm just looking in the fridge. I'm not even hungry. It's like, that's how boredom. Boredom would, so it was shutting that down. And then it's walking during off days.
Yeah.
Because I have a really crappy ankle from when I tore some cartilage in it. And it's never going to heal back. And it's never going to be injured any worse, but it's bone on bone. Yeah. And so if I don't want it to hurt for a workout, I got to spend the day before just walking. I can't do anything crazy.
Right.
So yeah, walking, it feels very old man-y and like Lady at the Mall, but it's significant.
It's a big help. Yeah.
Anything, Kevin?
No, speaking of working out,
Have you had to do less? Well, yeah, babies.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Like
Curl
I only work
those
out like
babies.
I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying.
It's swaddle one, swaddle two, and like, do some curls.
They're gaining
That's
some
true.
weight,
Yeah.
and I'm only going like 3 days a week now. It sucks.
Whoa, that's what we do. Actually, no.
No,
less than
we're
that.
just doing 2 with Klug, but dude, I work out 6 days a week. What are you talking about? That's what we do.
You work out 6 days a week?
I do something at least 6 days a week. Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
For sure, 5. I try to do 6.
Do you lift 6 days a week?
I probably lift 3, sometimes 4.
Okay, nice. Okay.
And then I'll walk or play pickleball another day or 2.
Yeah.
If I can do nothing, I just get on the treadmill and walk.
Yeah, no, I'm physical, but I mean, I don't lift weights on my off days.
You don't have weights at your house. I do.
I do. I have a little weight set in the garage.
Well, then why are you coming to my house?
I like being with you guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
I had to think about that for a second.
That works then. All right, we're out. We'll see you guys next week. Go Thunder.
Yes, go Thunder, please.
Go Scheffler for Eddie's sake.
Please. And my basketball team,
Go,
boys.
go Arkansas and go Eddie's Little Giants.
The Music City Monsters.
Music City Monster.
Nice.
It's awesome. Do we go 1, 2, 3, Monsters?
Nice.
Cool, but we lose.
Up before you.
All right, that's
downhill
it. Blow
from
it,
there.
Eddie. All right, we'll see you guys.